Welcome everyone to our second session for basic fascia treatment. Today we are focusing on the upper body, and again we do need equipment, a ball, a peanut ball or 2 balls in a sock, a foam roller, or if you don't have one, you might also be able to use a rolling pin out of your kitchen for it, depending a bit on the size and the material it's made out of. So we start in a seated position and we take the foam roller behind our backs from here. And we bring the hands behind our head and lean back from there over the foam roller. And coming back up, rolling a bit more towards the upper back and going for the movement again. So you always go all the way down as far as you get. Open up your chest, your elbows, reach back, and you come slowly back up and you roll a bit more down. And in this way we want to go through the whole spine. When you reach points where it feels very stiff, you can spend some time there, roll a bit back and forth, whatever feels good for you, basically. And then when you reached your neck, you start going back in the other direction again. Use your feet to push yourself up, rolling over the roll. And go as far back as you get. Okay, when you're back, we want to do the same with the peanut ball. So we place the peanut ball behind our back. Make sure your spine is in the middle. And that the balls push in the strings directly next to your spine. You can use your elbows putting on the ground to hold some weight, depending how sensitive you are. And also here you want to go through the whole back, leaning back and forth, going a bit more down, bringing the ball a piece more above, and work through the whole length of your spine. When you reach the area of your shoulder blade, you can also start some variations. So you can wrap your arms around you, you can open your arms to the side, bring some movement in your upper body, and you will feel you reach different areas of the muscles, of the tissues. And you can lean back, you can come up again, you can move a bit to the sides. So get in motion there and discover where you have stiff places. can also bring up the hands above your head and back up, and you will feel under at the place the ball is at. That will happen quite a lot when you get in motion. And in the last video where we worked more on the legs, I described a lot how the fascia is, which functions it does have in our body and why it's important to work on it. If you're interested in that, you can go back to this. And I dropped the image of wringing out a sponge when we work on the fascia. And when I work on these areas in my upper back, I clearly have this picture in my head. So bring the ball directly behind your neck then, and you can roll your head left and right to the sides. So we are really on the bone of your skull here. And I also like for this to go back for the roll. You can place your head on, and here you really just need pretty slow movements going left and right to treat the muscles in your neck. And get back out of it then. We go back to the ball. And we place it right underneath our shoulder blade, right underneath the scapula. And you can just roll a bit over it and discover places which might be painful. When you're there, hold for a moment, take deep breath, and go back out. And also here you can start moving your arm around, up and down and to the sides. And with this motion, you will start getting different places of the subscapular muscle. Move the ball around and have a look what's going on there. And the mobility of our upper backs always also very important for our shoulders. And directly connected to the range of motion we have in our shoulders. Okay, and now we swap side. We spend a few minutes on each side. Again, place it underneath or directly under your scapula and go through it. Maybe you might feel differences between the sides. Move a bit over the ball and then also start moving your arm. And you can always yourself decide how much weight you give in the ball, how much pressure you want to put. Also depending on the consistency of your ball, how hard it is. If you feel you don't get pressure enough, you also always have the possibility to lie something heavy on your chest. Okay, get out of it. And we take the roll back, foam roller, and place it in our armpit, basically. You can roll a bit up and down and also forward and backwards, wherever you feel it's more beneficial for you, the movement. We want to reach the latissimus dorsi as a muscle and the rotator cuff when we roll back. And you can also start turning your hand in and out when you are there. There we are working on the rotator cuff, and of course it works when you start moving and start changing the angle of your arms. If I have some problems in my shoulder at the moment, so I stay a bit more there, rolling back and forth, because this feels really good at the moment and where it's needed. If you have more tension in your lat, you can also roll a bit more up and down to reach the point there where the latissimus starts. Okay, and let's go over to the other side. Foam roller in the armpit. We'll go for the same game on the side. When you roll as far forward as I do here, you might also reach some parts of your chest muscle there. We will also work on that later. Also here, see what feels is needed. Rolling a bit up and down or rolling in and out like I do here. And also start rotating your hand in and out to reach the different angles of your muscles. Let's get out of it. And come in a comfortable sitting position then. And for the next treatment, I take the peanut ball again. You can also take a ball, but since I have it there, I like to take this one because I can nicely place it in my hand. So you take the ball and you push it in your chest muscle, you turn it a bit around, and then you hold it there. And then you start circling your arm. You can try out both directions, but I stick then with circling backwards. This feels far more efficient. And then you go to different places, go through, work yourself through the muscle. You kind of pin the ball there, you twist it, and then you start the motion. You might feel some, when you are circling the arm, you might feel some structures snapping a bit under your ball, but that's fine. But don't go too far in extreme pain. Yeah, it can be itchy, and you should feel that something happens, but don't go through a lot of pain. And you can massage the muscle a bit with the ball, going for circles deep in and out after the more punctual treatment we did before. Soothe it a bit, massage through, and then we go for the other side. Pinning the ball, twist it around, and then you start circling your arm. If you have problems with your shoulders, the chest muscle is also often a participant in the problems that we have. So if you tend to have stiff shoulders, always have in mind that also the chest muscle plays its part in it and might be stiff and might need some attention and some treatment, which can be beneficial for your shoulder then. Especially when you're often doing movements over your head, this might be nice to do. And then also here, start massaging a little bit the muscle, soothe it a bit with the ball. And then we worked on some major areas of the upper body today. Thanks for joining. See you next time.